What's going on, Z.E.R.T Nation? XP001 and
ZP355.
all right, guys. Hey, right now we're having our after hangover St. Patty's Day event here at HQ. Out of nowhere, we had one of our members fly in for the day from West Virginia. So obviously, someone that fucking hardcore of nature and being a plank owner, want to take this opportunity to get his outlook on Z.E.R.T, how he maximizes it and utilizes it. Bear with us. We've tapped into the 30 year.
Yeah, this is the after hangover party. I haven't made it to the hangover yet, so yeah.
So, yeah, just off the cuff interview. We drug him up here, and we're just going to ask him some questions. So, tell me your journey of Z.E.R.T, how you found out about us, how you started, and what Z.E.R.T is for you.
I actually found Z.E.R.T on Facebook. It popped up. I didn't know anybody in Z.E.R.T. I was like, checked it out. Looked cool. Joined. I was actually originally Z12541. Wanted to get more involved. You guys offered up the plank upgrade, and I was like, that's my thing. I want to do that. And brought in a friend of mine who was a member when I gifted him my original call sign. I'm West Virginia. Patrick Sheets is co-POC with me there, and together we're trying to make the state more active. West Virginia's been kind of dormant, and we want to bring it up. I've got some guys local to me we get together quite regularly. We just did a range day meet and greet and brought in actually members from Ohio and Pennsylvania came down and shot with us and trained. And that's what we're trying to do. We're putting together a team for the Keystone Challenge to get
We'll
up
get
there.
to that in a second.
Yes, to get up to Pennsylvania. Jason Kyle, who's one of my local guys, and I are going to Pennsylvania for the two-man rifle tactics class, vehicle tactics class, in next month actually in April, and we're also already signed up for the Outbreak Omega in October in Utah. And that's what I'm wanting to do with West Virginia is get us more active. Get guys out training more, and eventually, hopefully, get some activities going, training events where we can get 001 or Mr. X to come to West Virginia for some classes. So, I like Z.E.R.T. I love Z.E.R.T. I love the friendships that I've made, the people I've met. Yeah, forgive me. But that's it for me. I mean, it's been a fun time for me. I'm actually just renewed with my year 6 membership, and trying to get more members to grow this. What 001's got here is great. I mean, especially for veterans and law enforcement and people. If you're looking for something, yeah, I don't know where I'm going with that. So.
Well, no, and the key thing is, if you look, he's really maximizing the Z.E.R.T network.
Trying, yes.
To, build a community, get more people to the range. That's the key thing, guys. There's multiple states out here. A lot of you guys that are not Z.E.R.T members, there's so much going on in the private squadron pages. And when we talk about, Z.E.R.T is what you make of it. So, individuals that try to grow it. Each state started with one person, and they, with the motivation, trying to grow their state and build their state and get it going. But for instance, big shout out to the Hillers, Todd and Heather in Pennsylvania. If you live in PA or surrounding states, it will benefit you because they're extremely organized, extremely motivated, and they run tons of events, tons of training, and the Keystone Challenge, which is the KC, will be KC17 Keystone Challenge, where PA puts on their own 3-day, 2-day survival expo. We usually come out and do training on the back end, but they have 60 plus members from surrounding states and individual teams that compete against each other, and from survival tactics training, and they camp out on the property and just have a good old time. So those are a lot of the kind of the back end events that people don't hear about. So you said you got a team for the Keystone Challenge for this year.
And it's actually made up from 3 different states. We've got 2 members from Ohio and 2 members from Pennsylvania on our team. Michael Prior is another one from Ohio. I want to give a
Michael's
shout out
a good dude, man.
We had 4, including me, 4 of our guys from my local group. We call ourselves the MOV, Mid Ohio Valley, because we're West Virginia and Ohio right there together. made the 4+ hour trip to Cincinnati, well, just north of Cincinnati, for one of Michael's range day events. We learned a lot of shit there. I mean, I had a great freaking time. It was cold as hell, but it was freaking fun. And we made that contact, whereas putting this Keystone Challenge team together, Michael was like, I actually know you guys. Yeah, I'll join your team. So there's that connection. Patrick Sheets and I, my co-POC for West Virginia, went to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania last month to the Great American Outdoors Show. Got to meet Jim West, by the way, pretty freaking cool. And got to meet the Hillers and Lou Vitt and a lot of the Pennsylvania guys.
Lou.
Yeah, Lou Vitt. And that's what I'm trying to do with West Virginia. I want us to get out there more. I mean, even if we can't get so much going in our state, which we are starting to do, get out into the neighboring states. I mean, we've got Kentucky, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, and even Virginia actually bordering us. But so far, we've been able to reach out with the Ohio members and with the Pennsylvania members.
They have groups from Maine. Maine came down last year
for the challenge. Yeah, I saw that.
So a team from Maine.
And you even had Anthony Connolly from Connecticut or New Hampshire, wasn't it?
Yeah,
he came down.
He's living in my condo right now.
That's right. He moved down here. I forgot.
We take care of our own.
Yeah,
take care of our own.
Hey, so living down here in Vegas, what's that all?
You shack it with him.
I don't want to go home. But no, it's just I'm trying to take advantage of the opportunity I was given to purchase the plank upgrade and become not just a Z but a ZP, to make West Virginia. I mean, West Virginia, hillbilly state. People hear West Virginia are like a bunch of fucking coal miners or some shit like it. I don't know. We've got a good group of members. It's just a matter of getting them motivated to do more than meet and greets, get out, do range time, do training, and they want it. It's just getting it going, and that's what I'm getting done here, and hopefully getting done better. I feel like I just stopped making sense.
So. No, you're fine, man. It's fine. The sauce is getting to us.
Yes.
But hey, this is the key thing where I'm grateful. Breaking bread, having drinks with new members, and the key thing is always talk about Z.E.R.T's not about me. Unfortunately, I have to be in front of the camera to motivate you guys to get stuff. But all these members around the state that are maximizing their network and building their communities. My key thing is, all I want you guys to do is build your network and get to the range. Be proficient. Train. You don't have to take Z.E.R.T train. Just take any train in the whole. Just better yourselves, and then try to pass that knowledge on and build your communities. Because the key thing is always, this is the way I looked at it. So I grew up in the farm area of Bakersfield, right? There was no social media or anything like that. So when we went to church on Sundays, that's when we got the gossip of what was going on, who needed help in their farms, what needed help, and we had our potluck. So that was kind of like our community, right? Right now, in this day and age, with social media and all this stuff, we can just, hey, what are you doing? But there's a saying that the first step of getting ahead is getting started. So if you don't pull that trigger on getting stuff, you're not going to build a community. You're not going to find those like-minded individuals. And honestly, just the friends alone that I've met in this organization,
absolutely, yes.
Are good people. There's good and bad, man. And I had some guys come in. They're like, well, we've been looking about joining the Z.E.R.T, but we're really particular about who's associated with the association. I go, yeah, there's good and bad and all. And I'm going to be honest, there's guys in Z.E.R.T that I think are pricks. But they're a member, and they're just because I don't get along with them doesn't mean like, hey, you're going, no. Like, hey, man, you can pick your friends, but not your family, right? Z.E.R.T, we're a family, so, you can pick and choose who you hang out with. But these guys were, like, being real cautious. And I go, hey, man, are you a member of the NRA? And he goes, yeah. And I go, so how'd you vet and, make sure all those people in the NRA? And he was just like, oh, shit, like, you got me. It's like, yeah, dude, there's going to be good and bad and everything. It's just who you associate with. And I'm not saying, I'm not trying to, talk shit, but, it's human nature. There's arguments to me are healthy. We have an argument, hey, we're getting stuff done, but if you're a condescending prick, that's a different story. But I'm not saying there's a bunch of those condescending pricks in Z.E.R.T, but there's just some guys that I don't really groove with, but they do great in their community and with other members, and that's not on me. That they're making stuff happen, so that's cool. All I want to do is just grow this organization and build these states, and I'm rambling on as well, so this is good.
Good shit right there.
Hey. But
fuck, I'm dry.
hot. It'll warm you up. Breathe that in.
It is good. Oh.
So,
Oh,
hey, well, I'll help you finish that.
You have to carry me downstairs.
Don't threaten me with a good time. But so for all you guys who are watching, hey, I know we're talking about PA, but like Anthony Dominguez, in California to the Williams, in Texas. I'm sure I'm forgetting 1,000 other people in other states that are really making stuff happen. Z.E.R.T, like we said, Z.E.R.T is what you make of it, but it's just awesome to see members that really maximize it and build new communities, build new friendships, and actually have people to shoot with on the range.
Yes.
I think, Taylor Nash is a huge example. He's very active. He has his following. He even has his own patch within Z.E.R.T. But someone that lives in Elko, Nevada, that has no one else around him. He's secluded in the northern tip of the state. His only social interaction is the Z.E.R.T member base on Facebook. So he's built his community, has his interaction, even though he's living out in the fucking middle of nowhere doing what he does. He still has, a sense building friends, creating relationships, and now knowing that, hey, this weekend guys are doing stuff in California, he's driving down, or he comes down to Vegas. So it's just kind of building that network. And we're a motley crew of individuals. That's one thing where people are like, oh, you think we're not just a bunch of, oh, they think they're a bunch of high-speed guys. Well, no, but the thing is that we're out on the range, we're doing stuff. Everything that we do within the network is to get knowledge to you so you can apply. When I talk about that 60-30-10, 60% I hope you like, 30% I hope you love, and 10% is what I want you guys to implement in your daily lives, which is the drills, the training, the knowledge. And for all you guys out there that are like, oh, those guys are a bunch of posers, blah, blah. Like, look, the key thing is that we all started somewhere. So I don't give a fuck if you're the baddest grandmaster or a fucking Ninja Delta operator. The fact is that you started somewhere. Everyone did. And all I'm trying to do is for the average Joe, help them to accelerate their proficiency and knowledge without wasting time and money, because I want more productive citizens to be part of the process of creating a safe, prepared, and most importantly, well-trained society.
Absolutely.
That's a ramble. That's a very ramble.
Yeah, but you freaking nailed why I signed up in the first place. So.
Okay, good.
I've been out of the Army for 22 fucking years. I forgot most of what I learned then, but that's, relearning this shit, getting involved, and getting training, and getting fit again. Trying.
Yeah. All right. Well, we got the Z.E.R.T fit page, so get in there.
I'm a member.
All right. Get in there and get motivated. Well,
yes.
Hey, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm XP001 and
ZP355.
Ow.
Damn.
That'll rob your breath, man.
Yes.
Put your pants back on.